Hello and welcome our blood viewers to watch this news English edition. As usual, we bring to you the major and top highlights of tonight. The head of state is chairing a second meeting on the state of our country in light of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Launch of the School 42 project in Djibouti, a major turning point for youth and innovation, digital economy and key center. And for the international scene, agriculture attempts to revive despite the destruction in the Gaza Strip. Those were the major and top highlights. Welcome back to our newsroom, our beloved viewers. The head of state, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, chaired this Sunday another meeting, the second of its kind in 10 days, on the evaluation of the situation in our country in light of the war in the Middle East and its multifaceted consequences, particularly economic ones, on societies. This audience held at the Presidential Palace first served as a platform to access the implementation of the action plan previously defined by the head of state for our country, with the aim of shielding it from the negative repercussions, notably rising prices, stemming with the aim of from the continuation of the conflict in Iran. Among the major decisions of this high-level response plan designed to prevent price speculation in our country was a review of the tariffs currently in force based on an updated analysis of market data and the international transport costs. Today's meeting around the President of the Republic, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh, served mainly as a platform to equip our country with a new task force dedicated to preventing, implementing and regulating the multifaceted consequences of the repeated external shocks that are increasingly shaping our world. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation highlighted the government's close monitoring of developments related to the crisis in the Middle East and its potential repercussions. He underscored that Djibouti remains particularly vigilant in the face of external shocks that could affect the national economy, especially in terms of supply chains, transport costs, and price stability. The minister reaffirmed the government's commitment to working in coordination with all relevant stakeholders to anticipate and mitigate the impact of the crisis while preserving the country's economic stability and protecting purchasing power of the population. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation government spokesperson Mr. Abdulqadir Hussein Umar participated today in the 165th regular session of the Council of the League of Arab States at the ministerial level, held via video conference under the presidency of the Kingdom of Bahrain. In his address, the minister also said that this meeting would Djibouti's category rejection of any violation of state sovereignty, he said, or interference in the internal affairs, while stressing the country's commitment to the principles of international law and good neighborliness. 2 days into the campaign and the Republic is already on the move, heading north where the CDU candidate Mr. Mohamed Farah Samatar carefully chose his first stops.
هذا لاقو
the sidelines of his second major rally in Ali Sibeh, the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Gelle, inaugurated the brand new headquarters of the Popular Rally for Progress (RPP). Named the Ahmed Hassan Farah Regional Life Center for the RPP, this modern building, located in the heart of the regional capital, marks a decisive step in strengthening the party's presence in the Asajog region. Beyond its architectural dimension, the new building symbolizes the head of state's determination to strengthen ties with the grassroots base and provide local officials with efficient infrastructure to coordinate regional political action. Accompanied by a large delegation of dignitaries and notable figures, the president cut the traditional ribbon before touring the premises, underscoring the strategic importance of Ali Sibeh in the national political landscape. This ceremony, combined with the enthusiasm of the popular rally, reflects the vitality of the party and its continued commitment to development and support for citizens across the country. The rally in Randa sparked great enthusiasm among the residents of Randa and the surrounding villages, who cheered the delegation as soon as it arrived. On stage, several officials took turns at the microphone to urge Randa voters to cast their ballots overwhelmingly in favor of the candidate IOG on April 10th. Thanking the people of Randa for this exceptional tourist, regional coordinator Mr. Adan Ali Mohammadi spoke on three essential points. First, he stressed the urgent need for all those who have not yet done so to collect their voter cards. The regional coordinator then spoke about general mobilization across the entire region to give candidate Ismail Omar Gelle a massive welcome on 4th of April in the White City during the Grand Rally. After the Ardu meetings, the IOG 2026 campaign delegation led by the team head Mr. Adan Ali Mohammadi was expected to hold its first campaign rally. In addition to the regional coordination team, the delegation included several figures such as the Minister of Investments, Mrs. Safiya Mohammed Ali Gadalif, former Minister and native of Randa, Mr. Hamadu Muhammad Aramis, members of Parliament, and the General Director of the Port, Mr. Omar Hassan Omar.
Tanim kibutake togorigo kasakdina abdu aitan wa huknaba nabara bikul bisele abte tanim kasakdina abtu aitan wa hukunaba nabarabbi kul bisele tikina medaggalino kuhagi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw
Around 4 p.m., the IOG 2026 campaign team made its way to Boli, where it had an appointment with the people of this beautiful locality and its surrounding areas. At the end of the second day, the regional coordination team met with notables and women who had turned out in large numbers from all directions. In his address, Regional Coordinator Mr. Adan Ali Mohammadi underlined the importance of collecting voter cards, which are essential to be able to make one's choice with confidence. Then, the head of the campaign also invited the people of Boli to take massive part in the grand rally of candidate scheduled for April 4th in the regional capital. Like other speakers, the regional coordinator of the IOG 2026 campaign urged the people of Boli to confirm their support and unanimous adherence to the president's vision by giving him a sweeping victory in all polling stations on the 10th of April. In Tajorra, the campaign of candidate Ismail Umar Gelle was launched with a major meeting at the Majlis, a key site of customary authority in the presence of the Sultan of Tajorra and all the traditional chiefs. Through this symbolic choice, regional campaign coordinator Mr. Adan Ali Mohammadi and his team sought from the outest to make an impression by launching their campaign activities at the epicenter of customary power.
Sakdina abtu aitan wa hukunaba nabarabbi kul bisele tikina medaggalino kuhagi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw tikina medaggalino kuhagidi bado habbaw
Part of the rollout of School 42 in Djibouti, the delegated ministry in charge of digital economy and innovation in partnership with the private sector and with support from the European Union through the eSkills project welcomed a high-level delegation from the International 42 network led by the General Director and the International Director of Campus Development. The delegation was received at the Center for Leadership and Entrepreneurship by Mr. Abdullah Ibrahim Umar, General Secretary of the Ministry, who presented the role of the center in the development of the innovation ecosystem. A visit to the site designated for the future campus made it possible to exchange views on technical aspects and infrastructure planning in line with 42 network standards. And of course, this was a visit to the site designated for the future campus that made it possible to exchange views on technical aspects and infrastructure planning in line with the 42 network standards. And then an official lunch at the Kempeski Hotel in presence of Mrs. Mariam Hamadou Ali, Minister of Digital Economy and Innovation, marked the signing of a strategic agreement between the Djibouti Code Campus Association and the 42 Association, thereby confirming a key stage in the project. This structuring project is part of the National Digital Transformation Strategy and Djibouti Vision 2035, which aims to position the country as a regional digital hub. It will be carried out by the DCC Association in partnership with national and international stakeholders. School 42 Djibouti will adopt an innovative teaching model based on project-based learning without teachers or traditional lectures. This approach promotes autonomy, collaboration in the resolution of concrete problems, and aims to train highly qualified talent in software development, cybersecurity, data, and emerging technologies. Beyond training, the project aims to become a catalyst for the national digital ecosystem by strengthening local skills, stimulating innovation, supporting tech entrepreneurship, and accompanying the digital transformation of key sectors. The president of the Chamber of Commerce highlighted the private sector's strong commitment to supporting the national effort to stabilize the market and safeguard economical activity in the current international context. For her part, the Minister of Digital Economy and Innovation highlighted the strategic importance of digital transformation as a key driver of growth and resilience for the national economy. She stressed that the development of digital skills, particularly among young people and women, remains a top priority in order to support innovation and facilitate access to employment opportunities. The city of Malabo in the Republic of Equatorial Guinea hosted the 11th Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Organization of African, Caribbean, and Pacific States from March 27 to 29, 2026, marking the organization's 50th anniversary. The Republic of Djibouti, represented by Mr. Adan Mohamed Deleta, accompanied by Mr. Abbas Ilmi Ali, First Consular. Opened on 27th of March by the Council of Ministers, the proceedings made it possible to finalize the strategic directions and draft texts, including joint declarations submitted for consideration by the heads of state in an international context marked by major geopolitical, economical, and climate-related challenges. The Financial Application Center organized today at the Western Premium Hotel a training of trainers ceremony coupled with the awarding of certificates to participants who completed their training session. The ceremony was presided over by CAF Director Mr. Abdul Razak Khere in the presence of partners and beneficiaries, implemented in partnership with the French Development Agency. This initiative aims to strengthen national capacities in essential cross-cutting areas. Today's sessions aimed to train a new group of selected trainers who are expected to acquire the essential techniques needed to design and lead high-quality training programs. Through this program, CAF intends to build a strong network of qualified trainers capable of effectively passing on their skills and contributing to human resource development. The ceremony concluded with the official presentation of certificates recognizing the commitment and success of the participants. As part of its price monitoring and regulation policy, the Ministry of Trade carried out a large-scale inspection operation today in the shops and inventories of the Bil'os district under the supervision of the Director Domestic of Trade, Mr. Abdi Farah. Ministerial teams toured markets and shops to check compliance with commercial standards, proper price display, and the availability of essential goods. This initiative is part of the government's efforts to protect citizens' purchasing power and ensure transparency in commercial exchange. The traders encountered during the operation were urged to regularize any irregularities and report any supply difficulties. According to the ministry, similar inspections will continue in other neighborhoods of the city to strengthen market oversight and prevent any unjustified price increases. The Ministry of Trade reiterates its commitment to intensify inspection operations across the country in order to guarantee price stability and ensure fair and transparent market. The Republic of Djibouti hosted this Saturday the 7th edition of the Francophone Mathematics Olympiad, an international competition of excellence, bringing together 13 countries and 146 official candidates from across the Francophone world. Selected as the host country for this edition, Djibouti thus confirms the international recognition of its commitment to promoting mathematics and scientific excellence within the educational francophonie. The exam was held remotely, allowing candidates to take it simultaneously from their respective countries under conditions guaranteeing fairness, rigor, and transparency. The entire organizational setup was carried out professionally by the national teams under the supervision of the Djiboutian Organizing Committee, made up of the General Inspectorate and the Adam Maths Association. This Olympiad is an important lever for encouraging scientific vocations, strengthening cooperation among Francophone countries, and promoting the French language through scientific disciplines. Shifting gears towards the international scene now in Gaza, despite years of conflict and restrictions, residents are trying to revive heavily damaged agriculture in order to regain a degree of food self-sufficiency. Farmers face damaged soil, a lack of water, and a shortage of equipment. Even so, local initiatives are emerging, such as soilless framing and the cultivation of small plots. Our blood viewers, don't switch up the channels, because right after this break, we will be with our colleague Aisha Abdullahi for the special edition news of the campaign. Well, but these are blood viewers, we finally conclude this edition. Thank you for being with us, and make sure to tune in later for more as usual. Have a wonderful evening and take care.